let me speak on this because you said 30 and 30. What nobody talks about with Jameis, the kid has thrown for 24,000 yards and 154 touchdowns in his career. Like, this is a guy that has been uber productive in this league. Like, he was on a pace that year he started in New Orleans with Sean Payton to be great, and he tore his ACL. I think the Saints were like 4-1 or something. Then he come back the next year and he had the back injury, but he's elite. And here's the problem with Aaron Rodgers, and you just alluded to it. Football's a team sport. Rodgers is like one of the elderly people at your local nursing home. Like, he don't have a filter. He gonna do what the hell he want to do, whatever that is, and he on his own schedule. Like, you got that one dude at the nursing home, like everybody else is out there sitting in the common room, and he in his room, like, doing his password puzzle. That's Aaron Rodgers. He's probably not going to be at OTAs. He's going to want to do Pat McAfee's show weekly during the year. Like, so it's not just the fact that I think his skills have diminished, which that's not a knock. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but as we get older, our skills diminish. But I don't think Aaron's a team player in 2025. He wants to play for a team, but he wants to do what the hell Aaron wants to do.
We just saw it. We just saw it with the New York Jets. You had Woody Johnson, Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh talking themselves into giving him everything. I mean, that's what it's. We shouldn't have to say it, right, Shaun? Like, everybody should have seen it with their own eyes. But Nathaniel Hackett, off of one of the worst coaching performances offensively, I don't know, ever, at least this century, is named the offensive coordinator to lure Aaron Rodgers. You sign Alan Lazard, $44 million over 4 years. You bring in the decaying corpse of Randall Cobb. He shouldn't even be in the NFL. Probably shouldn't be in the UFL at that point. I mean, Billy Turner, anybody he wanted, he got. Autonomy at the line of scrimmage, autonomy in the hallways behind the scenes, and it blows up in spectacular fashion. Obviously starts with the torn Achilles, but which that was his whole thing. He found a way to stay in the headlines in 2023, gets healthy, gets into 2024, gets Devontae Adams, gets Robert Saleh fired, and everything still blows up. And I don't even want to look at the numbers. We got to use our own eyeballs. Those stats are so deceiving. Physically, he wasn't the same quarterback. He cannot make those plays that his body wants to. He admitted it himself. The interview with Kyle Brandt stands out. He's fighting father time, and it's a stalemate. That was early in the season where he said that. So I don't know why. I mean, it just reeks of desperation for the Giants and the Steelers to be on his clock, his timeline, begging and praying and hoping that he'll be their quarterback when you do have other options. Like Jameis has his knocks, but I'm with you. I would take a Jameis Winston over Aaron Rodgers. I'd take Jake Browning. I'd trade for the Bengals backup quarterback. Teams got to think creatively. I don't know why everybody's kind of pigeonholing themselves to Russ Wilson, Aaron Rodgers.
And Tyler, I want to put some context on what I said about Rodgers not participating too, because sometimes people get in the comments and I don't think they fully understand. As we sit here, what's today's date? Today is March the 12th. The offseason schedule for all 32 teams has already been given to all of their players. So the players know when OTAs are. They know when minicamp is. They know when training camp starts. So if you're going to go on vacation, if you've got stuff going on, then schedule it around those dates. Like, it's no reason for your starting quarterback not to be, and this is a message to Lamar Jackson too, who I didn't like last year, that he didn't show up to one of the OT. Listen, you need to be there. You're the starting quarterback. You're the gas that makes the engine go. Like, there's nothing more important in your offseason than being there with your teammates getting better. You don't got to live in the city. You can go have one guy from a strength and conditioning standpoint, but the team activities, OTAs, mini camps, training camp, the starting quarterback needs to be there.